President Felix Tshisekedi has been re-elected in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Official results show Tshisekedi won just over 73% of the vote. The election was marred by irregularities, including major logistical setbacks, which meant voting had to be extended by a day. Several opposition candidates have accused the government of fraud and are demanding a rerun. They are now calling on their supporters to take to the streets in protest. Let's get more on the story from our correspondent, Jonas Gerding, joining us from the capital, Kinshasa. Jonas, can you tell us more about these results, please?
Yeah, so Felix Tshisekedi, he got re-elected with 73%. And this is really by a large margin, much more than he has had in the previous elections in 2019. His strongest competitor, Moise Katumbi, he has been the governor of the mining province Katanga a couple of years ago, and he only had around 18%. And other candidates, such as the former competitor Martin Fayulu, just had 5%. And some people might know Denis Mukwege. He's a Nobel Peace Prize laureate, but he didn't even get 1%.
And opposition leaders, they've alleged that these elections were rigged, and they've called for mass protests. What might those look like?
Yeah, I think we should still need to see what will actually happen, because a couple of days ago, they already called for the first protests. These first protests, they were forbidden, and there were just a couple of dozens of protesters who showed up. Finally, they faced the police, and it's really questionable whether there will be large-scale protests. And this is also because of this huge result, the huge win of Felix Tshisekedi. And there have been actors such as the Catholic and the Protestant Church. They are considered as the watchdog in the DRC, and they already said that the general results are confirmed with their results. There might be some discussion on the precise figures, but it sounds pretty credible that Felix Tshisekedi actually won these elections.
And what about other international observers looking at this landslide result? Are they also saying that this was a free and fair election?
Very good question. The European Union, they had an observation mission, but finally they canceled their mission because they weren't allowed to use all the material that they wanted to use. And so there are not many international observers yet, which are still on the ground. And so this makes it a little bit tricky to say. There are a couple of irregularities, but at the end of the day, it looks like most of the people will go ahead with the results. So there won't be too much questioning from many sides. There's not too much questioning to be expected.
Well, thank you very much for your reporting. That's DW correspondent Jonas Gerding in Kinshasa.